Bono, sit. Bono, sit. Sit. Bono, sit. Good boy. Good boy. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my home studio. I'm Kelly, and this is Bono. Thank you for joining me today. Today, is the first in the series working on backbends. Backbends are more than a physical stretch. They're actually a practice in courage. They take a lot of effort and a lot of strength and knowing how to warm up your body first. So we'll go over some foundational moves to start with. Ready to bend and stretch? I'm ready with you. Let's do it. Come to your mat and lie down, supine, get comfortable, and let's just start with some basic movement of the hips and the trunk, the torso. So first, reach your arms overhead and stretch. And then exhale, sweep the arms to your sides and place your hands on the mat. And then I want you to press the sacrum down and round your spine right there as you breathe in. And then exhale, and then lower your back. Press your lower back into the mat. Pull your belly button down. Feel the contraction of your abs right there. Inhale, lift up, arching the spine. And then exhale, tuck the pelvis. So just notice the articulation of the pelvis right there. Do that again. Inhale, press the sacrum down, and then exhale, press the lower back right there. And then neutral spine. Bring your feet closer to your glutes and gather your shoulder blades underneath you like that. So you've got a nice shelf of the blades of the shoulders and your shoulder blades. Press into your feet. Feet are about hip width apart, maybe turned out if that feels more comfortable. But then press into your feet and lift your hips up right here, stretching your front body. So the key thing in back bends is to really get the front of your body, the muscles, the quadriceps, the hip flexors, the pelvis, and then the front of your shoulders stretched out. So in glute bridge, you can reach your arms behind your back and get your shoulders underneath you, arms underneath you, and press the edge of the fingers down and lift up. And there's your good, really nice stretch for the front body, and then you're engaging the back body. So we're strengthening the glutes right there. So don't completely clench the glutes, but contraction of the glute muscles. Lift up higher, breathe in, and then breathe out. One more breath. And exhale. Now unclasp your hands, lower your hips down to the mat, and spread your blades apart. Bring your right knee into your chest and your left knee into your chest, legs together. Arms out to the sides and tip your legs over to one side. It doesn't matter which side, just one side, and look the opposite direction. And you can bend your elbows, relaxing your shoulders. One more breath. Then bend the knees, bring the knees into the chest again, hug the legs in, and then lean the legs over to the other side, feet resting on the side of the mat, knees over to the side, and turn your head the opposite direction and breathe. Then lift your knees up, grab your legs, and roll all the way up into table position. Lower your belly, inhale and look forward, and then round your back. Exhale. Lower your belly, inhale. Look forward, exhale and round. One more time, lower your belly. And notice you're changing the position of your hips right there, the pelvis. And then rounding. Same thing when you're going up into any type of back bend. Flexion and then extension of the back. Now reach your hands forward, come up, lift up your hips in downward facing dog right there. Reach your heels towards the back of the mat. Then look forward, bend your knees, step to the front of the mat. Hands to the shins, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale and reach all the way up. Stretch overhead. Look up at your hands, and then when you reach up, press your hips forward and lean the arms and head and shoulders back. There's your first back bend. Then lift up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms to your sides. Clasp your hands behind your back. Reach the knuckles towards the floor. Broaden through the shoulders. Reach the arms again. Soften your knees. Abs contracted right there. Press your feet down. Now unclasp your hands. Reach up. Stretch overhead. Exhale, hands go down the center line of the body. Fold over. Hands to the shins, lengthen and look forward. Plant your hands and step back to plank. Set your knees down. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Press your fingertips down. Lower down all the way to the mat. Cobra pose. Fingertips are wide. Lift up. Press the tops of your feet into the floor. Lift your chest. Second back bend. Exhale and lower. Warming up the spine. Come into Sphinx pose. Palms on the floor, flat. Press your forearms down like you're pulling your elbows back or your chest through your arms right there. So press the feet into the floor. Lift the belly away from the floor. Press, press, press. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Lower your chest. Press your hands into the floor. Lift your body up. Downward facing dog. Coming into a low lunge position. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Look forward, step your right foot forward. And then lift up your body. Anjaneyasana. Reach, stretching this part of your body, the front side. Exhale, hands to the floor, hamstring stretch. So you want to stretch the back of the leg also, and then the front of the other side. Put your foot flat, inhale and reach up. Good. Now exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Let's turn to the long edge of the mat. Walk it to the back side and to the front side. So your inner thighs warming up. Pressing into the feet on the mat. Turn to the front again, right here. Press into the floor, downward facing dog. Second side, lift your left leg up. Look forward between your thumbs, step your left foot forward. Set your knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana or low lunge. Stretching the front side of your body. Exhale, hands to the mat. Hamstring stretch. Straighten your back, straighten the leg. Press your heel down. Put your foot flat. Inhale and reach up again. Then exhale, turn, lift your knee to the long edge of the mat. So lunge side to side. Press your feet down solidly on the ground, side to side. One more time. Bring it to the front and turn. Set your hands down, lift up the left leg, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees, and step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and stand tall. Reach up and stretch overhead. Palms together, back bend right there. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Squeeze your hands behind your back or clasp the fingers. So this is our mantra starting the next round of Sun A. Release the hands, inhale, reach up. We'll do 4 rounds. Exhale, fold over all the way. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back plank. Lower down to the mat all the way. Cobra pose first. Fingertips on the mat. Lift your chest, step away from the floor. Press the top of the feet into the floor. Exhale, lower. Here's your Sphinx pose. We're going to add on one more strengthening pose. Press into your forearms, lift or pull your chest through the arms, press the top of your feet into the floor back there. Exhale, lower. Locust pose. Reach your arms to the sides. Turn your palms down. Lift your legs. Lift your arms like you're lifting up the inner thighs towards the sky. Pull your heels in towards each other. 3, 2, 1. Relax to the mat. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and stand tall. Reach up. Here's your back bend. Reach up, palms together, lean back. Feels much better. Exhale, sweep the arms, look forward. Clasp your hands, reach the knuckles, broaden through the chest. So shoulders away from the ears. And then release, reach up. Number 3 of 4. Exhale, fold. Over. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back plank. This time, lower down, chaturanga, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way. Cobra pose. Hands are a little bit wider. Look up. Press the feet down. Exhale, lower. Sphinx pose. Fingers spread. Press the elbows down. Pull your abs in. Lift your heart or pull your chest through those arms. Exhale, lower. Arms to the sides. Locust pose. Lift up your body. Turn your palms down, opening the shoulders. Heels in towards each other. 3, 2, and 1. And lower. Hands on the floor. Tuck your toes. Push into downward facing dog. And breathe. Look forward. Bend your knees. Step to the front of your hands. Or front of your mat to your hands. Half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach all the way up. Back bend right here, lean back. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Clasp your fingers. Last round, number 4. Relax the shoulders down. Release the hands, reach up, stretch overhead. Exhale, fold over. Plant your hands. Half lift, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold, step back, plank. Lower down, chaturanga. For 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Top of the feet down, widen your hands. Cobra pose. Exhale and lower. Sphinx pose, forms on the mat. Press your palms down, forearms down, look forward. Thighs on the mat, pressing down. And Salambhasana or Locust pose. Reach the arms to your sides, palms facing down. Lift the legs and arms. Heels towards each other. 3, look down at the mat. 2, 1, and lower. Press the floor weight, downward facing dog. And from here, we'll go into a sequence. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Point and flex your foot. Now flex your foot, turn your toes out and bend your knee. Opening up the hip and pelvis. Extend the legs straight, step your right foot forward, and lift up into crescent pose. Inhale, reach. Let's get into a flow. Exhale, arms to the sides, right here. Elbows together, and then open up. Bring them together, right there, and then open. One more time, so let's just do 3. Open, and then palms together, hinge forward, and twist. Elbow to the outside of the leg or just touch the top. So an elbow over, maybe you get that bind. Hands to your heart or try to get your thumbs right to the breastbone, right in the center of the chest. Untwist, inhale and reach up. Set your left heel down, warrior 2. So your arms are forward and back right there. Lift your waistline. Look over the front hand. Bend that forward knee over the ankle. Pull the knee out right here. Relax your shoulders. Reverse warrior. Hand goes behind. Bend the body back. And now a side angle. Body straight. Sideline straight. Reach over the ear. Reverse. Bend back. Straighten your forward leg. Then reach your right arm forward as far as you can and sweep the hand down arm over the ear, and maybe you can touch the floor right there, or just put your hand right here. Don't put too much pressure and don't lock the knee right there. Arm over the ear, and this hip points towards the floor, so don't open up. Straight, reach up, protect that lower back. Bend your forward knee. Hand to the mat. Let's do the other side. Press into the floor, lift up your leg, go through a vinyasa. So lower down to the mat, go into Cobra, or go into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Left leg up. Press the floor away, point and flex your foot. Move the shoulders away from your ears. Inner arms squeezing or hugging in. Now turn your toes out and bend your knee. Right there. Extend the leg straight. And then toes facing the floor, step forward, left foot. Set. Reach up into crescent pose. Reach up all the way. Exhale, elbows to the sides. Bring them forward and then out. Forward and then out. One more time. Get your balance. And now all the way together. Hands to your heart. Hinge forward and then turn. Right here. Thumbs to your heart, lengthen the back leg. Inhale, untwist. Set your heel down, open up warrior two. So your alignment is a heel to arch alignment. Don't forget that. Knee over the ankle in the front, reaching the back hand to the back leg. So right hand to right leg. And then side angle, keep your side straight, arm over the ear. Then reverse, straighten the forward leg, reach forward, triangle pose, reach, 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 and then sweep the hand down right there, arm over the ear. In 3, draw the shoulder back, but then point your hip towards the floor. 3, 2, and then 1, lift up, right there. Hands to the mat, come into plank, go through a vinyasa. Lower down, chaturanga or to the mat. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Set your knees on the mat. Right in the center, tuck your toes. Come up. So basic move of Cobra pose. So you want to press your hands into your lower back and your hips forward. The hips stay over your knees. So if you were up against a wall, your hips down your thighs would stay right up against the wall as you tilted your shoulders back and leaned your head back right there. So just a basic heart opener pose. It's invigorating. Now look forward and then hands on the mat, top of the feet on the mat, separate your knees. Child's pose, reach your hands and your head down for the floor. Child's pose. Breathe. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Lift up your arms. Come into a table position. Around your back. Let your head drop. And then lower your belly. Cat-cow. Round up. And then lower. Exhale, round your back, and then lower. So now tuck your toes again, come up. Let's do camel pose with alternating sides. Then the other thing is your shoulders, so alignment. So head neutral, right? So alignment of the ear with the shoulder right there. Pull the head back. In other words, don't come forward with the head. Pull it back. That was exaggerated. Then arms to the sides. Place your right hand in your lower back. Reach the left arm up. Press and reach and stretch that arm back. And I'm kind of leaning into the right side. And then change sides. Hand behind the back. Reach up. And then lean back. Stretching the front body. And then look forward. Arms to your sides. Pick your shoulders up and roll them back. So when you come up into wheel pose, eventually we'll do that. Your shoulders should be back and down. This is a super important point right there. And then your pelvis also is pressed forward and then rotated under. So like when you press your back down into the floor when we were on the back. Now, hands on the floor, come into downward facing dog. Let's go through the Vinyasa series one more time. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Now, if you want to, if you look on the floor, look at your foot. Maybe you can find a spot on the side of your mat, press into the ball of your foot, and then turn and rotate and do a half back bend right here. Lift up onto the ball of your foot, reach the arm over the ear. Exhale, bring your hand to the mat, right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach up, stretch overhead. Good. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's just do the twist. Get your balance, hinge forward, turn your shoulders and your elbow. Touch the top of your leg or the outside for a bind. Thumbs to your heart, or try just as hard as you can to get that alignment. Heel up in the back. Then open up, reach up, stretch overhead. Warrior two. Go ahead and reverse it and straighten the forward leg. Then reach forward as far as you can, see right there. And then you're pointing your hip towards the floor. Then reach your hand down, arm over the ear. Right there, triangle pose. Extended triangle pose. Bend your knee. Place your left hand on the floor, right hand on the floor. Slide your right foot to the center and turn your heels in for a side plank. Reach up and stretch overhead or straight up. Maybe lift your hips and maybe you stack your legs right there. Just try. Press your fingers down. Maybe try to lift the leg. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Face the mat. Vinyasa shift. Lower. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Lift your left leg up. Push the floor away. Turn your toes out. Bend your knee. Half back bend, maybe? So look at your foot. See your foot. Maybe you can find a place to put your foot on the side of the mat. And then lift the hips up. Press your hand down. Reach the arm over the head. And look up. Good. Now unflip. Lift your left leg up. 3-limb dog. Left foot forward. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach up. Stretch overhead. Good. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hinge forward and turn. Elbow to the outside of your leg. Palms together. Thumbs to your heart. Lift your heel in the back. Nicely done. Inhale, reach up. Stretch overhead, set your heel down. Here's your warrior two. Reverse and straighten the forward leg. Arm over the ear. Reach your arms forward, or that left arm, and then sweep down, triangle pose. Maybe your hand is here, maybe you can touch your fingertip to the floor. And then reach the arm over the ear. Breathe. Draw your shoulder back, but point your hip towards the mat. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knee. Place your hands on the floor. Here's your side plank. So prop first, put your foot to the center, turn right there, face the side of the mat, reach the arm, press. Maybe this is where you stay, or maybe you, stack your legs, get your balance, point your feet, arm over the ear, breathe. Maybe lift the leg. 3, 2, and 1. Face the mat. Last vinyasa, lower. Up dog or cobra. Chest through, just like when we're doing Sphinx. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Look back. Step to the middle of your mat. Turn your toes out. And come into Malasana. Elbows to the inside of your knees. Look forward. Bring your thumbs to your heart right there just for a moment. And then we're going to sit on the mat. But first, reach forward. Stretch the arms forward. You can lift the hips slightly. Hands to your heart. One more time, reach forward. Exhale. Now sit on the mat. Use your hands or sit. Scoot so that you're on the mat. Lower down. Put your feet on the floor. Close to your glutes, knees bent, pointing straight up. And you'll decide whether it feels better for your hips to turn your toes out or toes forward. Both are equally, they're both okay. It's your anatomy that makes the decision. So if it feels weird to have your feet forward and your feet naturally want to turn out, that's fine, nothing wrong with that. Let's first go into glute bridge. So gather your shoulders underneath you first. So like that, right? So puff your shoulders underneath, or puff your chest, bring the arms under. Then press into your feet, lift up your hips, clasp your hands, and then wiggle your arms underneath your body again a little bit more. So you've got that nice shelf, the back of the arms and the shoulders. So your neck is safe and in a good position. So knees pointing up, and just lift the hips and squeeze the glutes just lightly, but then let them go. Lift up, breathe. So notice where your shoulders are. They should be away from the ears. Unclasp and then lower all the way down. And then settle your back on the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest, left knee into your chest. And in the next video, we will work on the first attempts and first time going up into wheel pose. There's several things, a few strategies, things to think about so that is a healthy position and that you're not just moving into something that feels uncomfortable. That's not the goal, to be uncomfortable. The goal is to feel good, correct? Now, lean the legs over to one side and relax the arms and shoulders. Both legs on one side, one leg resting on the other. Then lift the legs into your chest again. You can hug the legs in, give them a squeeze, and then tip the legs over to the other side and look over. Nicely done. Now look up, lift the knees, extend your legs out straight. One to one corner, one to the other corner. Arms to your sides, and close your eyes for just a moment. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Place your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart. Tracing a line, a square. So imagine a square in front of your face, and inhaling up one side. And then exhale across the top. Then inhale down the other side. And then exhale across. Do that again. Inhale, visualizing a square, one side. Exhale across. Inhale. Going on the side, and then exhale across again. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. Bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, and tip your knees side to side. And then tip the knees over to the side and roll over, press your hand into the floor, lift up to a seated position. Let's close class together. I want you to recognize the importance of these foundational moves and stretches. It's not about the deepest back bend that you can come into. It's actually about feeling good in doing a back bend. So I'm here to show you how to do that. And I hope that you have questions and comments. So please make a comment and ask questions on YouTube or on Facebook. Joining me, bring your palms together, thumbs to your brow in gratitude, and then the thumbs to the heart in thanks. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.